Hello everybody, welcome back to Gyannan. Today is the 19th day of 30 days to a more powerful vocabulary. Adjectives give you power. A vocabulary of power gives you the ability to condense a highly involved thought into a single word. Thus, if you wish to describe an action that is so ordinary and undistinguished and common that it immediately marks its perpetrator as a person completely lacking in imagination. Notice how many words we have used to express this thought. You will use the word plebeian. On the other hand, an act that indicates excessive desire to be over attentive with attendant evidences of insincerity and a suspicion of ulterior motives might be characterized as obsequious. Again, an action that is sickeningly sentimental and indicative of emotional immaturity, and one that is often accompanied by tears, could be called maudlin. There are many such words that compress a wealth of meaning and emotion into a few syllables. Note how expressive the following phrases are. A plebeian, plebeian outlook on life. Obsequious, obsequious attentions of the head waiter. A maudlin, a maudlin motion picture. A perfunctory, a perfunctory examination by inefficient doctor. An abortive attempt to gain his ends. A surreptitious movement on the part of the thief. A presumptuous questions to put to royalty. The sadistic treatment of the prisoner. A flagrant misuse of company funds. An inane remark. From the analysis of these phrases, write the proper word next to its definition. Pause the video and write the answers. Let's now look at the answers. Number 1. Openly scandalous, notorious, heinous, flagrant. Senseless, silly, empty, inane. Made foolish by liquor, tearfully affectionate, maudlin. Cringing and servile in manner, obsequious. Done mechanically and without interest, superficial and careless, perfunctory. Unduly confident or bold, audacious, arrogant, insolent, presumptuous. Inclined to cruelty, getting pleasure out of hurting others, sadistic. Number 8. Accomplishment by secret or improper means. Surreptitious. Common, inferior, plebeian. coming to naught, failing, abortive, and to this we will add another list of valuable and much used words. Wanton, cruelty, wanton, wanton, cruelty. Number 2, crass, behavior. Number 3, macabre, 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 mystery. Dogmatic, 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 assertion. Vitriolic, 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 satire. Vitriolic, vitriolic. Intermittent, 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 ringing of the telephone. Subversive, 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 activities of the communists. Desultory, 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 flitting from one subject to another. A sardonic, sardonic, smile. Once more, please write each of the words opposite the proper definition below. Pause the video and try answering these questions. Let's now look at the answers. Number 1. Passing irregularly from one thing to another. Changeable. Without method. Desultory. Number 2. Marked by positive or authoritative assertion. Dogmatic. This word has two rather different meanings. It may mean lewd, lascivious, lustful, when used to describe a person, usually a woman. However, when applied to an act, it means recklessly inconsiderate or heartless, unrestrained, extravagant. Wanton. Coarse in structure, heavy, dull. Crass. To cease and start again. To proceed at intervals, to recur as and dash pain. Intermittent. Insincere and derisive, sneering. Sardonic. Pertaining to indicative of or suggesting death, as in, that was a dash dance. Macabre. That was a macabre dance. Number 8. Corrosive, burning, caustic. Vitriolic. Tending to overthrown from the very foundations as of a moral or political force. Used as in, his remarks were dashed to the welfare of the nation. Subversive. His remarks were subversive to the welfare of the nation. Exercise 3. Can you change each of these adjectives to some other parts of speech? Then try changing. Pause the video and answer these questions. Number 1. Obsequious, to a noun. His dash was annoying. His obsequiousness was annoying. Number 2. Perfunctory, to an adverb. He did his work perfunctorily. Surreptitious to an adverb. He crept through the house surreptitiously. Presumptuous to a noun. Your dash will be punished. Your presumption will be punished. Sadistic to a noun denoting the person. He is a sadist. Sadistic to a noun denoting the philosophy. He practices sadism. Flagrant to a noun. I cannot understand how you can break the law with such flagrancy. Inane to a plural noun. His speech is full of inanities. Wanton to an adverb. Dash, she broke her suitor's heart. Wantonly. Crass to a noun. His dash made it impossible for him to be accepted by refined people. His crassness. Dogmatic to a noun. Why do you always speak with such dogmatism? Intermittent to an adverb. The rain came down intermittently. Desultory to an adverb. He reads desultorily. Desultorily. After studying the words carefully, complete the following sentences with the word that you think comes nearest to the general meaning. This is not a test of accuracy but is more in the nature of a 5-finger exercise. Number 1. He made a dash attempt to regain the governorship. His defeat left him a sad and bitter man who thereafter looked on life bitterly and dash. Fill in the blanks. He made an abortive attempt to regain the governorship. His defeat left him a sad and bitter man who thereafter looked on life bitterly and sardonically. Can you think of anything quite so dash cruel as war? Can you think of anything quite so wantonly cruel as war? Pompous people delight in obsequious attendance on their every wish. Thievery will out, and anything you do dash will someday come back to haunt you. Surreptitiously. Number 5. Please don't state so dogmatically that democracy is fiasco. Time will show the stupidity of such a statement. It was easy to see that he disliked his job heartily, and therefore it was no surprise that he discharged his duties so perfunctorily. With what malicious and sadistic satisfaction the prosecutor made the witness reveal his past. Read with a purpose. Dash reading is neither satisfactory nor sensible. Read with a purpose. Desultory reading is neither satisfactory nor sensible. Number 9. No one can deny that the dictators have made flagrant attacks on President Roosevelt. Number 10. Economic recovery seems to be inane. Number 10. Economic recovery seems to be intermittent. Now you see it. Now you don't. Number 11. His crime was so glaring and flagrant that everyone knew about it. Number 12. Isn't it rather presumptuous for a person of your reputation to ask to be my friend? Number 13. During election time, candidates make such vitriolic attacks on the characters of their opponents that their remarks burn and sear. Number 14. The wanton destruction of life and property in China has put Japan in an invidious position. Number 15. He made a futile and abortive attempt at rescue. Number 16. Such crass and gross materialism will never lead to real happiness. The answers given above are not necessarily the only possible ones. In some of these sentences, several of the words will fit. As a person whose vocabulary is becoming daily larger and larger, you will easily realize that there are a multitude of ways of saying the same thing. But the particular word you choose will determine the flavor of your thought. This is the priceless value of a large vocabulary. Out of your wide range of words, you can then pick the particular one that will best express each subtle nuance of your mind. That was the end of chapter 19. To be continued. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe.